Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I have another building my makeup collection and skincare. Of late I'm getting very much into skincare, so I have been buying quite a bit. And do you remember last month when I had one product in my entire building my makeup collection haul? You remember when I had only one product so that I didn't even create its own special video? Yeah, well, I overcompensated this month and I have a giant bag full, like this is heavy, of makeup and skincare this month to show you. I went a tad overboard, just a tad. And I'm quickly going to dive into this because video is already going to be a million years long, so I don't want a giant introduction. The first item is my Nivea Men Aftershave Balm. This is the sensitive variant. This I use as a primer, and as you guys know, the use of this balm, this aftershave as a primer was popularized by Nikki Tutorials, and I've seen that video myself. I like it. It prolongs my makeup for a little while, not as long as say my Smashbox photo finish or something, but it's pretty great. I do recommend it. As a primer, it's a very dewy primer, but its staying power and how it holds on to makeup is very comparable to my e.l.f. mineral face primer. I like it. I really do like it, and I have gotten into the habit of using this on a daily basis, and yeah, I recommend it. It's quite affordable actually. It's a really affordable primer for those of you who want to experiment with primers but don't know what to buy, and everything seems to be too overpriced. It retails for 235 rupees, so it's very affordable, and I recommend it quite a bit. Next up, I have a sunscreen. This is the Jovi Sunblock Anjeer and Carrot in SPF 45. This must be the seventh or eighth tube that I have purchased because I have loved this for years and years. I use it on my arms and legs. You can use it on your face because it is non-comedogenic. I just happen to prefer my Neutrogena waterproof SPF 51. I forget its full name, but I happen to like that for my face. But all over my body, because that makes my face sweat proof, and when I'm wearing makeup especially, it helps my makeup last that much longer because it makes my face sweat proof a little bit. But for my body, I use this exclusively. I don't even try to use other things, like I don't even attempt other things. I love this one so much. This is absolutely holy grail, and I recommend it to everybody. This retails for 265, so it's quite affordable. Next up is another skincare item. This is the Khadi Platinum Beauty Scrub with Rose. This I have used all of once because even though I did purchase it in March, I purchased it like a few days ago. I've used it just once. I liked it. It was quite nice and gritty, so and the particles were quite hard, as though like they were made of walnut shells. I'm not sure what they're made of. I'm not sure what these are made of, but it's quite gritty and it's quite nice, but it doesn't leave my skin very dry feeling, which is something I appreciate. So with that, I like it quite a bit. It's not very expensive. It retails for 150 rupees for 210 ml of product. Also, it's quite windy outside. If you can hear it, I'm extremely sorry. I'm really sorry. There's nothing I can do about it. I need to keep the windows open so that I can film in light, but I recommend it quite a bit. But it's so hot here that I don't have any space in my life, in my world, for anything except a bun that's out of my face. Next up, another skincare. Yeah, I went a little overboard on skincare this month. I have the Banjara's Premium Rose Water. It's the same as any other rose water. I like it a little bit better than Dabur, which seems to be full of a lot of chemicals. In my opinion, this smells really nice. This smells like sweet, like Ruh Afza. Those of you who know Ruh Afza, comment down below right now. Tell me that you love Ruh Afza as much as I do. It's such a refreshing drink. I love it. They say that you can use this as a toner, but I just I've transferred some of it into a teeny tiny spray bottle, and I just spritz it all over my face multiple times during the day because it freshens me up so much. Another Khadi product is the Khadi Gold Glow Face Pack. It's completely sealed. I have not used it yet. I do intend to do first impressions on this, so let me know if you want to see that. It retails for 150 for 60 grams. The next item that I got is the Khadi Herbal Face Pack Powder in orange. Now I have used this once. I used this last night. I don't think it helped with, it claims to it says that it's an Ayurvedic face pack which absorbs the excess oil secretions of the skin. It helps to dry the pus, acne, and provide healing effect to control the pimples. It is useful in scars and blemishes. It is an ideal preparation for skin tightening and makes skin healthy. My skin did feel tight, but that's probably because it dried my skin out quite a bit. This retails for 70 rupees and it is 50 grams of powder. I went to the Kryolan store. This is the Ultra Foundation Concealer palette. It's in a pan and it is in the shade 6650. I have not used this yet and I'm not sure how I'm going to use it because it's in this style, because it is in this style of packaging. I might have to transfer it into a different little tub with the proper sealing. I have not tried this yet, but I did try it in the store and I brought it to experiment a little bit with cream contour. When I did test it out in the store, I found that this is an extremely pigmented, creamy to the point of being slightly oily feeling, slick feeling cream, and it is 3.5 grams and it retails for 300 bucks. The next product is my Real Techniques complexion sponge. I have filmed a first impressions on this. Again, if it's already up, I will link it as a card and I will link all of these videos that I'm mentioning in the description box if you want to check them out. If it's not up, it's going to be coming up really soon, so stay tuned. I liked it very much. It was so good. I really enjoyed this. I loved it. I have brought it into everyday use. I love it. It's so great. I recommend it. I really do. I never thought I would be saying that about a sponge because all my life all I thought was 600, 700, and if it's the Beauty Blender 3000 for a sponge. What? No. Sponges do not cost that much. It's not acceptable. But believe me, it's worth it. It's going to change your foundation game forever. It's going to make it so much better. I love it. I do recommend it very much. Here's a product I don't recommend at all. If the video that I'm talking about has it's called a full face of first impressions or almost a full face of first impressions. I've not decided what to name it yet. In that video, I did rave about this particular product quite a bit. I thought, oh, it's going to change, it's changed everything. I don't use any other anymore, whatever. But I have since then changed my mind very quickly and very drastically. I am talking about the Maybelline Hyper Curl liquid liner. I bought this close to 3 weeks ago, and I mean, it was great initially for the first 5-6 days, in fact for the first 2 weeks, but since then it has dried up to the point that it has got clumps in it. Like it's just not good. It's not acceptable for an eyeliner, a liquid eyeliner that costs 325 rupees. Now that wouldn't really be an issue. It's not really that expensive, but for a product that only lasts 3 weeks, it's extremely expensive for something that lasts only 3 weeks. It's not okay. If you go buy the Maybelline gel eyeliner, it costs maybe 100 bucks more or so, 150 bucks more. But my gel liner lasted me 2.5 years. And this lasted me 3 weeks, not even that much. It's not okay. It clumped up. Maybe I just got a bad piece. I'm not sure what the problem was, but it's not okay. I hate it. I will never be repurchasing it. I don't recommend it to anyone. Stay far away. Don't make the same mistake I did. This is the Maybelline Diamond Glow Quad in the shade 02 Wine Pink. You guys already know how much I love my Maybelline Diamond Glow Quad, the one in 01 Copper Brown. And since I love it that much, I wanted to buy new colors, and I don't really have anything in the pink category. I do have quite a bit of purple eyeshadows, but I didn't have anything in the pink area, so I got this eyeshadow quad. I am not sure, I have done first impressions on it, but I'm not really sure that I love it as much as that one. I've only used it once, so I am going to be doing a full-fledged review on this soon after I've used it a few times. But the color selection is beautiful. One of the products that I had been looking forward to buy for a very long time is the Maybelline Fashion Brow Duo Shaper for the eyebrows. I like it quite a bit. I'm still getting into eyebrows because as you can see, I have pretty full eyebrows. I only have a few sparse points here, and I don't really have an arch, so I like to create one. And I have a few sparse points here, so I just use it there. I don't really use it to fill my eyebrows in, but for that purpose, it's pretty easy to use. The pencil is quite skinny. I don't want to pull it out too much, but it's quite skinny, as you can see. And it's also quite hard, which is a good thing. It doesn't give out too much pigment in one go. This is like 3 passes. It doesn't give out too much pigment, which is a good thing when it comes to eyebrows, because you don't want to overdo it. You don't want your eyebrow pencil to be creamy. This is not creamy. It's pretty great. On the other side, there is the powder section, and that's also not too pigmented, thankfully. Thankfully, that's also not too pigmented. When it comes to eyebrows, you don't want the most pigmented products in the world, because you want to keep it, you want to build it up. You want your products to be buildable but not very pigmented, and this is pretty great. It was quite affordable as well. And finally, the last of all of my building my makeup collection, this is a lipstick. It's my single most favorite lipstick in my entire collection. I don't own a color like this. I don't own a formula like this. I don't own something that feels so intensely amazing. It's so good. I cannot recommend it. It's the perfect blue toned red lipstick. And this is the L'Oreal Paris Collection Star by Frida Pinto. This color is called Pure Rouge. Screw it. Even if it doesn't match, I'm going to show you. What it looks like on my lips. I'm looking there because that's where my mirror is. Do you see the amazingness that this lipstick is? It's matte, but it's so comfortable. It's a very creamy sort of matte lipstick. It's stunning. I love it. Do you see that? Do you see that? It's not so bad with my look. It's not the worst for my makeup, but in any case, it's so amazing. I really love it. It is expensive. It retails for 995 rupees, and therefore I suggest that, I mean, if you need that one perfect blue tone red lipstick, it's great. It's really amazing. Especially if you're my skin tone, it's perfect for you. This is that Taylor Swift red for me, and it's not transfer resistant in the sense it's not kiss proof at all. It's not kiss proof. But even after you have kissed and drunk and eaten, it does leave this, it doesn't fade away very badly. It's quite comfortable and I love it. I recommend it. If you can splurge for one lipstick, just do it for this one. It's really great. So with that, we conclude our building my makeup collection and skincare haul video. If you enjoyed this, then let me know in the comments below. And if you're kind of getting bored with the whole building my makeup collection idea, and if you just want me to do hauls, like collective hauls or whatever, and not worry about giving you like a recommendation or something at the end, and not give you mini reviews at the end like I do in this series, let me know in the comments below, and I would have no problem revamping my style of filming. If you have any requests for the future, then let me know in the comments below, and I will be very happy to do it for you. And yeah, I guess that's it for this one, and I will see you all next time. Bye.